War and peace. The fragile balance between Pakistan and India. The rivalry between Pakistan and India is intense and emotional. Since 1947, the two countries have swung between fighting and cautious talks. War has defined their past, but the hope for peace continues to shape their future. Let's explore their rivalry, the costs, and those rare moments of peace together. In 1947, British India split into two nations, India and Pakistan. This division was accompanied by one of the largest and bloodiest mass migrations in human history. Over 1 million people died, and millions more were displaced. The trauma of partition remains a living memory for both sides. Barely months after independence, the first war over Kashmir, more wars followed in 1965, 1971, and the Kargil conflict in 1999. Kashmir is the core issue, with both countries claiming it but only controlling parts. The human, economic, and social costs of Indo-Pak wars are enormous. Military expenditure. Both nations spend billions annually on defense. In 2023, India's defense budget stood at around $73 billion. Imagine if Pakistan's $10 billion defense budget went to health, education, and better roads instead. So many lives lost or displaced due to conflicts and border fights. Communities near the line of control live under constant threat. Years of conflict have rooted mistrust in media, politics, and education. India and Pakistan's nuclear arms raise the stakes of any conflict. Nuclear deterrence has helped avoid full-blown war since Kargil, but it hasn't completely wiped out the chance of escalation, especially during tense times like the 2008 Mumbai attacks or the 2019 Pulwama Balakot incident. In such a volatile environment, a single miscalculation could spiral into catastrophe. Despite the tension, numerous peace efforts have been made. Track to diplomacy. Academics, former officials, and activists have participated in informal dialogues to keep channels open. Cultural connections. Bollywood films, music, cricket matches, and shared linguistic and culinary heritage remind people of their common roots. Courageous initiatives. The Kartarpur corridor opened in 2019, allowing Indian Sikh pilgrims visa-free access to a holy site in Pakistan, a small but significant step toward trust. Yet, these gestures are often overshadowed by political rhetoric and acts of violence. Peace requires bold leadership on both sides. Unfortunately, leaders often capitalize on nationalist sentiments for electoral gains. Media, too, plays a dual role. While it can be a bridge of understanding, it often acts as a megaphone for hate and misinformation. Balanced journalism, responsible political discourse, and sustained dialogue are critical for changing the narrative. Reviving dialogue. Diplomatic channels must remain open, even during crises. Peace is a process, not an event. Kashmir resolution. Any lasting peace must address the Kashmir issue with empathy, inclusivity, and justice for all its residents. Regional cooperation. Economic interdependence through trade and infrastructure can create mutual incentives for peace. People-to-people exchanges, encouraging tourism, student exchanges, and cross-border initiatives can humanize the other. War has given Pakistan and India a painful past. In war, nations may celebrate victory, but it is the mothers who mourn forever, marked by the cost of their sons. But peace, though fragile, remains a possibility and perhaps the only path to a dignified future for both nations. History need not dictate destiny. With vision, courage, and dialogue, South Asia can move from the shadow of conflict into the light of cooperation. The question is not whether peace is possible, but whether we are willing to pay the price to achieve it.